Salam alaikum. Buenos dias. Hope you guys are having a great day today. You know me, like always, making the donuts, working and doing what we got to do. I pray that Sami and Pungo blesses you guys all, and everything is going right, and you guys are actually finding those munansos, finding those places that you are wanting to find and to get initiation done. And I hope that everything's going fine and great and all is well. Today I'm not speaking much. I'm just talking a little bit about receiving a lot of religious items, religious things that a lot of a lot of us that practice and get into these African based traditions, we start receiving and start getting from a lot of these certain houses that have to do with the Afro-Cuban traditions, as far as Ocha, Palo, and this type of thing. The reason why I'm speaking about it is because there was a time when I was receiving different type of religious, receptacles, whether small, big. And when I say receptacle, it's anything that holds some type of belongo, some type of spirit, some type of energy in it. It could be a very small thing to the biggest thing that you can imagine. When I say receptacle, everybody, most of the time is always looking at like an nganga or something. But a receptacle is something that holds something in it, right? Something that you could put some type of medicine or spirit in, and I'm thinking, about this sort of stuff, and I'm saying to myself, wow, there was a time when I had let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 different religious items or religious receptacles, right? And I spent, quite a few dollars in these things, and when I add everything up between what I received and the ceremonies, it's a substantial amount of money that I have invested, to get these things, because, whether either I was told that I need it or that I should receive it, and, I received them and did their ceremonies and paid the actual money that I have to pay to get them. But also, whether it was right for me to get them, whether it was what I needed at the time, I also think about the brothers and sisters out there that received a lot of different items, a lot of different receptacles, and they really don't need them. They really don't use them, or maybe they just didn't need them at all. There's some that would need them at the time, depending of what the Nkisi says or whatever. But there's times when we don't need to receive extra things to solve an issue or to solve a problem or a circumstance. We just don't need it. We just need to do certain things to solve the issue. We don't actually need this big thing, whether it's small but big, and the capability that it has as far as energy and as far as what it's made for. We don't need it. Some do, like I said, and I'm not against those who receive all types of religious receptacles, whether it be empacas, shells that have certain treaties to work for certain things. I'm not against that, because I understand that some of us cannot, either we don't have the money to get initiated as Tata, or we do have the money to get initiated as Tata or Yaya, or we do have the money to be able to pay the money that we need to pay to the Mpungos to get our Ngangas. Some of us just can't get them. Not that we don't want them, it's just that depending on the place that we live at and where we at, the laws change and people don't understand these traditions the way we understand them. So you just can't get your own Nganga and have them in your apartment and be afraid of people looking at you carrying this thing in, carrying it out, when you move and stuff of this nature. So it becomes worrisome for a lot of us. So a lot of us don't have them, and it's not that we don't want them, it's just that our circumstances don't allow us to have one. So we have to opt to receive certain things that are smaller, to make us capable of working in another way, in a different way. You understand? Because we can't have the Nganga. But if you're capable and you have reached a level that your Tata or Yaya has seen and has spoken to the Nkisi and have said, you're ready to receive an Nganga. You are ready to be initiated as Yaya or Tata Nkisi, without the Nganga, or Tata Nganga or Padre Nganga. Now you can receive your Nganga, and you feel as though that your Tata is honest and he has morals and he follows and he practices what he teaches. Then it's your duty to receive that camino if that's for you, if you feel as though that you want to receive it. Receiving an Nganga, it's a big responsibility, but not everybody that receives an Nganga has to work for other people. It doesn't mean that you have to treat other people. It would be nice if you could treat other patients and people that are seeking the help, because that's what you're there for. But a lot of people receive an Nganga just for themselves, and they just do it for them and for their family, and that's it, and that's all, and it's fine. It's like you don't have to receive it to work for anybody else. You can receive it just for you, and just for your family, and that's fine also, and it eliminates that that thing that you're gonna have people coming to your house, and the commotion, other people outside looking at who's coming in your house, who's coming out, certain noises of animals and things like that. If you're afraid of all of this, then you don't have to worry about that. But I rather, if I was capable to receive an Nganga, I'd rather receive the Nganga than receive 5 or 6 different things, because I could do everything with my Nganga. You understand? I don't need these 5 items or 6 items. I have the Nganga, and it's powerful enough if it's built correctly and they have the right tratados, the right treaties and everything, to do everything that I needed to do. If it can't do it, then my solution would be then find a elder who has another Nkisi or more Nkisis to see if one of those Inkisis could deal with that situation or do that thing that you need to be done. You know, it just worries me sometimes when I hear brothers and sisters, they got a lot of things, you know, a lot of these small things, and I say small just to keep it kind of, you know, not as big as a pot, you know. And I'm not saying they don't work. Yeah, if they're built correctly, they do work, because size does not matter. But when it comes to having an nganga and having an mpaka, it's totally different. It's not looked at the same, understand? It's not the same, you know, especially if the mpaka is not part of that nganga, you know, if it doesn't come straight with that from that nganga. But you know, if you're able and you're capable and you are called upon to receive an nganga and you feel as though you want it for you and for your family, then it's fine. Use it for you and for your family. I'd rather pay the derecho for that than pay the derechos for multiple items that when I add all this stuff up, I could have an nganga for that. You understand? So I'd rather either wait till my time comes, if it does come, and just save the money for the derecho and just get my nganga. Like that, I have a full-fledged a religious receptacle that's capable of doing many things. You know, I don't have to pull out one thing to use it for this other thing is for that, this other thing is for here. You know, no, I'd rather just have my nganga and just deal with that. If my nganga cannot solve the issue, then what I gotta do, I gotta call my padrino and see if my padrino it could deal with that issue using his ngangas, you know, because maybe for some reason or something, my nganga either doesn't want to do the job or maybe it doesn't have the capability to do it. You know, there's a lot of things in the air when it comes to that, you know, or they just don't want me to do it, or they just don't want to do that. So I will ask my padrino and explain the situation, see if his ngangas, one of his ngangas could do it. You know, now if I have multiple ngangas, then I have multiple possibilities. Now I could ask, hey, could you do it? No. Hey, could you do it? Yeah, I could do it. Okay, what's necessary? What is the necessity things that you want and able to do this type of work? And it goes from there. That's how when you look at a lot of these houses, they have more than one receptacle, and a lot of them are built in certain ways to deal with certain matters. You understand? Not that they cannot work everything, but one specific goal is more complete on doing this type of work. You know, let's say you have a sarabanda and you bring somebody and somebody has a problem with health. Your sarabanda could help them, but if you had an nganga that's specifically made for health, that energy is for health, then that nganga is the one that you want to use, because he is built specifically to help people with health issues. You understand what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So I'm not speaking wrong or down about anybody that has a whole bunch of things, you know, and they use them. It's fine, but sometimes you have to sit back and fall back and say, wait, you know, instead of receiving all these little things that I got to use, you know, one thing to do this, one thing to do that. Can I ask my padrino, hey, you know, is it time for me to become a tata? You know, could you ask? Can I receive an nganga? You know, you ask. And if everything cuentas, everything goes right, then they say yes. Then if it was me, I would just receive the nganga and go from there. You know, I wouldn't receive a whole bunch of little things, and then at the end of down the end, I'm receiving also an nganga. You know, then I come and I receive an nganga. No, this is just my thought. This is just my way of thinking. This is not upon anybody. This is not to look and speak bad about anybody that got it. No, if you have that, it's fine. People have different circumstances in their life, and they need these things because they cannot have a full-fledged nganga. I understand it. You understand? But as being one who have received a lot of things, you know, and have done the math, and have seen that if I just had an nganga, I could have solved many issues for just that one nganga, than having all these little things to work with. And I'm saying little as size, not and size as size and power. You understand the capability that it has. When I'm saying little, I'm saying the capability that it has to solve that issue. Not that it's small, because it doesn't matter how big and how small it is, but it's the capability to solve issues. You understand? That's what I'm really referring to. But other than that, brothers, today's a good day here in Philadelphia. It's cold. It's Thursday. I'm just doing the normal deal. Pretty soon I'll come back out and start speaking more Palo Mayombe. It's just that there are things that we can't speak about online, you know, so, you know, we have to watch what we say, what we bring of the information. It's not that simple to come out here and speak about things all open, that you can't do that. So a lot of the topics and a lot of the things that I speak about, I try to be very careful what I speak about. And you might see that I might cut short some things or whatever. One, it could be either I don't know as much, because honesty is the best thing to have. I don't know everything, and I'm not gonna sit here and kind of bullcrap you guys and I'm super tata. No. One, I might not know. I don't know everything of everything that has to do with the Bakongo and Palo and all that. And two, there are just things that we just can't come out here and speak. So we got to keep stuff short. We try to give a little bit, boom, of what we can, and then just cut the, you know, and stop there. I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. And salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Please hit that thumbs up button just for the algorithm, and have a great day. If any of you guys got any questions, comments, or suggestions, email them to me or put them at the comment below. You can email me at w3qin1973@gmail.com. And if you guys got a suggestion to a video, even great. You make me go ahead and start doing homework if I could come out and speak about it. Have a great day, guys.